Have you ever opened a cold can of Sting and wondered what really hides inside that bright red energy drink? The color looks powerful, the smell feels sharp, and the first sip immediately wakes up your senses. But Sting is not just sweet water. It is a carefully designed formula built for fast stimulation. Today, we will break down every major ingredient and reveal what each one does inside your body. The first and largest ingredient is simple, invisible, and often ignored: purified water. Water forms the foundation of Sting, carrying every flavor, color, sweetener, and active ingredient evenly. Before entering the drink, water is filtered to remove dirt, bacteria, minerals, and unwanted odors. If the water is not pure, the entire taste and safety of the drink can be affected. That is why factories test water constantly before it becomes part of the final energy drink. After water, the next major ingredient is sugar, the source of Sting's instant sweet energy. Sugar gives Sting its familiar sweet taste and helps create the fast energy rush people expect. When sugar enters your body, it quickly turns into glucose and moves through your bloodstream. This glucose becomes fuel for your brain, muscles, and cells, giving you a fast feeling of energy. That quick boost feels useful when you are tired, studying, driving, or working late at night. But sugar can also create a problem when the energy rises quickly and then falls sharply later. This sudden drop is sometimes called an energy crash, making you feel tired again after the boost fades. Next comes the most famous ingredient in energy drinks: caffeine, the real driver of alertness. Caffeine works by affecting your central nervous system and changing how your brain responds to tiredness. Inside your brain, caffeine blocks adenosine, a natural chemical that normally makes you feel sleepy. When adenosine is blocked, your brain feels more awake, even if your body was tired before. Caffeine can improve focus, reaction speed, and mental alertness for a limited period of time. It can also increase heart rate slightly, making the body feel more active and ready. This is why Sting can feel powerful after only a few minutes, especially when combined with sugar. But caffeine should be consumed carefully, because too much may cause nervousness, restlessness, or poor sleep. Another ingredient often found in energy drinks is taurine, a name many people recognize but rarely understand. Taurine is an amino acid naturally found in the body, especially in the brain, heart, and muscles. Unlike caffeine, taurine does not directly stimulate you. Instead, it supports balance and normal body function. In energy drinks, taurine is usually included to support physical performance and reduce feelings of fatigue. Scientists still study taurine, but controlled amounts are widely used in many popular energy drinks. After caffeine and taurine, Sting also contains B vitamins that help the body process energy. B vitamins do not give energy directly like sugar, but they help convert food into usable fuel. Vitamin B3, also known as niacin, supports metabolism and helps cells release energy from nutrients. Vitamin B6 supports brain function, nervous system activity, and the creation of important chemical messengers. Vitamin B12 helps maintain nerves and blood cells, supporting long-term energy and normal body function. Together, these vitamins make Sting feel more like an energy formula than a simple soft drink. Now we move to carbonation, the ingredient responsible for the fizzy feeling when you drink Sting. Carbon dioxide gas is added under pressure, creating tiny bubbles trapped inside the liquid. When you open the can, pressure drops, bubbles escape, and the drink comes alive. Carbonation makes the drink feel sharper, colder, and more exciting on your tongue. Without carbonation, Sting would taste much flatter and lose part of its refreshing identity. Another key element is flavoring, the secret part that gives Sting its recognizable taste. Flavorings may include fruit-like notes, sweet aromas, sour hints, and carefully balanced artificial compounds. Companies rarely reveal the full flavor formula, because taste is part of the brand's identity. A small change in flavor balance can make the drink feel completely different to consumers. That is why flavor scientists test sweetness, acidity, aroma, and aftertaste before approving the final recipe. The bright red color of Sting is also important because color changes how people perceive taste. Red often suggests intensity, sweetness, excitement, and power before you even take a sip. Food coloring helps keep that visual identity consistent from one batch to the next. Without color control, one bottle might look weak, another too dark, and customers would notice. Acidity regulators are another hidden ingredient group that helps control taste, freshness, and shelf stability. These acids create a sharp, tangy taste that balances the sweetness from sugar. They also help create an environment where unwanted microbes have a harder time growing. This does not mean the drink is dangerous. It means the formula is designed for stability. Preservatives may also be used to protect the drink during storage, transport, and retail display. Their job is to prevent spoilage and keep the drink safe until the expiration date. In approved amounts, these ingredients are carefully regulated by food safety standards. Every ingredient must be measured precisely because too much or too little can change the product. Inside the factory, the formula is controlled by machines, sensors, and trained technicians. First, purified water enters a large stainless steel mixing tank under strict hygiene conditions. Then sugar syrup is added slowly, blending into the water until the sweetness reaches the target level. Caffeine, taurine, vitamins, acids, color, and flavor are added according to the exact recipe. The mixture is stirred until every ingredient is evenly distributed throughout the entire batch. Samples are taken from the tank and tested before the drink can move to the next stage. Lab workers check sweetness, acidity, color, caffeine level, and microbial safety. If one value is outside the allowed range, the batch must be corrected or rejected. Once approved, the drink is chilled and prepared for carbonation under controlled pressure. Carbon dioxide is injected into the liquid, creating the sparkling sensation consumers expect. The pressure must be controlled carefully so the drink fizzes properly without overflowing. After carbonation, the drink moves toward the high-speed filling line for bottles or cans. Empty cans are rinsed, cleaned, and positioned before the red liquid is filled inside. Filling machines work with extreme speed, placing the exact volume into every single container. Too little liquid disappoints customers, while too much can cause sealing problems later. Immediately after filling, lids are sealed tightly to protect carbonation and prevent contamination. Every seal must be strong enough to hold pressure throughout shipping and storage. Bottles follow a similar process, where caps are tightened and checked for leaks. After sealing, products pass through inspection systems that check fill level, cap position, and appearance. Defective cans are removed immediately before they can reach packaging or leave the factory. The approved cans are dried, labeled, coded, and prepared for final packaging. Each code helps trace the product back to the exact batch, time, and production line. This traceability is important if the company ever needs to investigate a quality problem. Now let's return to the body and see what happens after you actually drink Sting. Within minutes, sugar starts entering your bloodstream and caffeine begins moving toward your brain. Your brain receives stronger alertness signals, while your body gets quick fuel from glucose. This combination explains why energy drinks feel faster than normal food or plain water. But the feeling is temporary, because your body eventually processes and breaks down those ingredients. The liver helps process caffeine, while insulin helps manage the glucose from sugar. Some people feel energized, while others may feel shaky, depending on sensitivity and consumption amount. That is why drinking energy drinks responsibly matters more than simply chasing the strongest boost. Sting is designed for quick energy, not as a replacement for sleep, water, or real nutrition. Understanding the ingredients helps you know when the drink is useful and when to limit it. The ingredient label is like a map, showing what the drink is built from. Many people drink energy drinks without ever reading the label or knowing the amount of caffeine. But caffeine amount matters, especially if you also drink coffee, tea, or other energy products. Combining too many caffeine sources in one day can increase the chance of uncomfortable side effects. Sugar amount also matters because liquid sugar is absorbed faster than many solid foods. That fast absorption is the reason Sting can feel powerful, but also why moderation is important. Another important point is that energy drinks affect people differently based on age, weight, and health. Someone who rarely drinks caffeine may feel a stronger effect than someone who drinks it daily. That is why the same can of Sting can feel mild to one person and intense to another. Now, let's look at how the factory keeps every can tasting the same across millions of products. Consistency is one of the hardest challenges in beverage manufacturing because every batch must match the standard. Machines measure temperature, pressure, sweetness, acidity, carbonation, and flow speed during production. If the drink becomes too sweet, too flat, or too acidic, sensors can detect the difference. Human testers also taste and smell samples to confirm the machine results match real experience. This combination of machine testing and human judgment protects the final flavor. Packaging also protects the drink from light, air, contamination, and physical damage. A sealed can keeps carbonation locked inside and prevents outside microbes from entering. The aluminum can is light, strong, recyclable, and perfect for pressurized carbonated drinks. Plastic bottles are also used in some markets because they are convenient and easy to transport. After packaging, products are grouped into cartons, wrapped, stacked, and prepared for distribution. From the factory, Sting travels through warehouses, trucks, stores, and finally into your hand. During this journey, temperature and storage conditions must be managed to protect quality. Extreme heat, damaged packaging, or long storage can affect taste and carbonation. That is why professional distribution is part of the hidden process behind every drink. Now, when the can reaches you, the story of the ingredients becomes personal. Every sip carries water, sugar, caffeine, taurine, vitamins, acids, flavoring, color, and carbonation. These ingredients are not random. Each one has a purpose in taste, energy, stability, or appearance. Water carries the formula, sugar fuels the body, and caffeine wakes up the brain. Taurine supports balance, vitamins support metabolism, and carbonation creates the refreshing bite. Flavor and color complete the experience, making Sting recognizable before and after the first sip. The real secret is not one magical ingredient, but how all ingredients work together. Change one part, and the sweetness, strength, freshness, or color may change completely. That is why beverage formulas are protected, tested, and adjusted with extreme care. For consumers, the most important lesson is simple. Know what you are drinking. Sting can be useful when you need a quick boost, but it should be used wisely. It is not a substitute for sleep, hydration, exercise, or a balanced diet. If you are already tired, the drink may hide fatigue, but it cannot erase the cause. The energy feels real, but it comes from chemistry interacting with your body's natural systems. This is what makes energy drinks fascinating, powerful, and sometimes misunderstood. Many people only see the can, the color, and the brand, but not the science inside. Behind every can is purified water, measured caffeine, balanced flavor, controlled pressure, and strict testing. Behind every sip is a chain of decisions made by food scientists, engineers, and quality inspectors. The drink may look simple, but its creation depends on precision from start to finish. Even the bubbles, color, and sweetness are controlled to create the same experience every time. That consistency is what allows millions of consumers to recognize Sting immediately. But recognition should come with awareness, because every energy drink has effects beyond taste. Knowing the ingredients helps you make better choices for your energy, health, and daily routine. Instead of drinking blindly, you understand what is helping you and what needs moderation. The real ingredients revealed show a product built from science, marketing, taste, and controlled manufacturing. Sting is not magic. It is a beverage engineered to create a fast, noticeable energy experience. From filtered water to final packaging, every step shapes what you taste in the can. From sugar and caffeine to vitamins and taurine, every ingredient influences how you feel afterward. The more you understand the formula, the less mysterious the energy rush becomes. You begin to see the drink not just as a brand, but as a complete system. A system designed to taste bold, look exciting, and deliver quick energy when consumed. But like every powerful product, its value depends on how, when, and why you use it. Used wisely, it can support focus and alertness. Used too often, it may create problems. So next time you hold a can of Sting, remember what is really inside. It is not just a red drink. It is chemistry, engineering, flavor science, and consumer psychology combined. And now you know the real ingredients behind the energy, the taste, and the power of Sting.